Hi, everybody, and welcome into today's IPTAY ClemsonTigers.com football report. It is a Thursday with Tim, so Tim Bourret along with us. Miami comes rolling into town. We were talking about this before we started filming. A little bit unusual. I think it caught me a little bit off guard. Only the 9th meeting, or these two teams have only met 9 times.
Yeah, you would have thought that they might have met a little bit more. They've had some epic battles. Goes back to the 1950s. Clemson actually got an Orange Bowl victory against Miami, 15-14. Came down to the last play. Sterling Smith, actually Clemson tackled a guy named Frank Smith from Miami, no relation, to win the game for Clemson. That's actually the only time Clemson's ever won a game on a safety inside the last 2 minutes of a game. There were some other great games in the 50s, but really the most memorable have been the recent meetings.
I met Sterling one time, and I asked him, so what was the reaction of Coach Howard when that play happened? He said, he gave me a big, wet, sloppy kiss. So that was, I guess, something you don't associate with Frank Howard. All right, obviously the last 3 matchups between these two teams all have gone into overtime. And I think we're expecting another close game here this weekend.
Yeah, I think so. There's only one other series in college football that's had 3 consecutive overtime meetings. That's Central Michigan and Eastern Michigan from 2004 to 2006. They had 3 straight. No, the Clemson-Miami series hasn't been 3 consecutive years, but each of the last 3 meetings. And what's really weird is the visiting team has won all 3 of those. You would think in overtime maybe that crowd would make the difference, but the overtimes have been won by the visiting team each time.
When you go back, Clemson Laura, Reggie Merriweather touchdown, of course, at Miami. Then, of course, the play last year, some say was kind of drawn up in the sand. It was an adjustment actually by Jacoby Ford that he noticed where a safety was playing him, and they said, okay, let's go with it.
Yeah, people forget how big that play was. It was a 3rd and 11 from Clemson's 26. So if that pass goes incomplete, then Clemson's got to try to kick a 43-yard field goal just to tie the game. So it went from, gee, are we going to force this into another overtime to the game winner? And it was really a landmark victory for Clemson. Miami was 8th ranked going into the game, tied for the highest ranking a team has had that Clemson's won on the road.
All right, so enjoy this one, folks, because these two teams won't get together again until 2014 with the way that the schedule is right now in the Atlantic Coast Conference. For Tim Bourret, I'm Don Munson. Thanks for being with us here on ClemsonTigers.com.